hit go live there as well. And we are live. Please refresh the page. Again, we are live. Please refresh the page. Now, everyone in the chat, could you let me know when you can see us and hear us? Again, everyone in the chat, could you just let me know when you can see us and hear us? Now, I ask this because I had a terrible experience once upon a time. Jess, have I ever told you about this?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, this is one of my first ever webinars, and I thought everything was going so well. And then I hop back into the chat after 5 minutes, and everyone's saying, your screen is broken, you're using the wrong thing. Now I always ask at the beginning. Everyone's saying they can see and hear. So some of you are doing this already, but again in the chat, could you just type in where you are tuning in from? Just type in where you are tuning in from. Now, Jess, we get people from all over the world in these webinars, like 4, 5, even 6 different continents.
Except for Antarctica.
No one from Antarctica
yet. You're in the
yet.
research center. Let us know.
So I'm seeing the answers start to come in. We're tuning in live from New York City, and we have people coming in here from, it's very fast, it's hard to read, Missouri, San Jose, Boston, England, Romania, Moscow, Slovakia, Illinois, Middle East, Kentucky, London, Vermont, Venezuela, bienvenidos, Mars, Croatia, Paris, bienvenue, Chrissy from Florida,
Antarctica, boom,
Mexico City, London, Denver, San Francisco, Lebanon, Kentucky, Long Island, Barcelona, Venezuela, Canada, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Trinidad and Tobago, Austria, Iowa, Costa Rica, London, Melbourne, Austin, Spain, India, Somerset, Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, Ireland, Calgary. I
think you deserve a round of applause for that one.
I could keep on going for like forever because people are continuing to type in, but I will just end by thanking you all for coming here from all over the world. That's the exciting thing, seeing people come here to learn something new. Oh, and by the way, if you hear any like kind of annoying radiator sounds, we're in New York City where all the buildings are old and the radiators are terrible. So that's our heating system. Everything is entirely okay, I think. I hope it doesn't explode. But it's 2:02 p.m. now here in New York City. So I think we've given those last minute stragglers enough time to come in. So what do you think, Jess? Should we get started?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. Very, very cool. So now I am just going to share my screen with you all. I always make that sound when I share my screen. I don't know why. And finally, I just need to launch my keynote. And you might hear a squeaking sound as I adjust my microphone. Sorry about that. All right, everyone. So thank you. And again, so much for joining us for this week's workshop. Now, the full name of this workshop is How to Create Your Online School and Online Courses This Week Using Teachable. But this is special. This is the webinar for those of you who are one course away. You're one course away from doing something in the new year, starting a business, scaling your business. It's pretty exciting. But this might sound intimidating, right? Like creating online courses, how does it all work? Well, we're going to take that learning curve and we're going to bend it a bit. We're going to take this whole process and show you just how easy it can be. If you're excited, well, I am too. Now, let's get started. So you're obviously here with us today for a reason. You're here because you're interested in online courses and what you can do with them. But you should also be asking other important questions here, like, who is this webinar built for? Who did we have in mind when we created it? And who's going to benefit the most from what we're discussing today? Well, first and foremost, if you are a stock photo model and you love holding a DSLR without putting the strap around your neck, then this training will be perfect for you. But seriously, folks, if you are somebody who's maybe heard of online courses and you think that they might be a great way to monetize your knowledge or expertise, or if you're interested in building your audience or brand online, then this training will be perfect for you. Next, if you're somebody who already has a business, whether that's online or offline, and you're looking for a way to expand this business with online training, then this webinar will be perfect for you. Online courses are an amazing way to scale your business, to build your engagement, add a new revenue stream. I can't wait to tell you all about that. And finally, if you're already an expert, if you already have an online course somewhere and you're looking for a platform that will help you make more money, work more efficiently, and provide a better experience for your students, then this webinar will be perfect for you. Oh, now before I go any further, there's a very important tech tip for everyone in the audience. If you're seeing anything be blurry or hard to read or out of focus, there's a very easy fix. Just mouse over the video, click the gear icon on the bottom right, and then change the resolution to 720p HD. Again, if you're seeing this presentation be blurry, all you have to do is mouse over the video, click the gear on the bottom right, and then change the resolution to 720p HD, and everything will be crystal clear. Now, at this point, I'd actually like to make two promises to everyone watching the webinar today. Now, the first is that in the next 60 minutes, you're going to learn exactly how you can create and sell your own online courses using Teachable. Now, that doesn't sound like that much time, but you haven't seen just how easy it is. In fact, the demo itself will only take me about a half hour to build an entire course. That's how quickly this process can go. The second promise that I'm going to make is that this webinar will be completely upfront and transparent. There's no tricks, no gimmicks, no surprise sales pitches. Now, I respect you and I respect your time and attention, and that's why I'll tell you right now that at the end of the webinar, there will be an opportunity to sign up. But that's not mandatory, and all the information is free. Now, I want to tell you this in advance so that you don't feel like I'm surprising you with a sales pitch at the end. You've given us your time today, and we wanted to respect that. Now, if you're anything like me, when you come to a webinar like this, you want to know exactly what you're getting into. You want to know what the game plan is, what we'll be covering, or in teacher terms, what's on the syllabus. Now, first and foremost, there's going to be a live demo showing exactly how you can use Teachable to create your own online courses. Then we're going to talk about something incredibly important, how Teachable isn't just the easiest way to build your online courses, it's the easiest way to actually start making money from them. It takes about 10 seconds to set up payments in Teachable. No messing around, no fuss, no adding bank accounts. It just works. And I'll show you exactly how. After that, we're going to talk about how you can do this all today. Now, the main word in that sentence is today, because creating an online course, that sounds like a big project, right? Something that you should be tackling later, something that you should work on next week or get around to soon. Now, it's really tempting to put it off if you don't know how easy it is. I'll show you how simple this can really be. And finally, we'll be going over some real-life case studies of regular people and small businesses who have used Teachable to generate thousands of dollars in monthly course sales from their first online courses, even if they didn't have a massive audience. I'm serious when I say regular people. These were folks who wrote blog, had YouTube channels, put out ebooks, had a podcast, owned a small business, and they found that Teachable was the platform to unlock their success. Oh, now just a heads up, you're really going to want to take some notes. Now, I know it's 2017 and we're surrounded by gadgets and gizmos, but it's been scientifically proven that writing something down by hand is the best way to remember it. So look around you, grab a pen and paper and jot down some notes. You will not regret it. Oh, and like I mentioned, there's going to be a special offer at the end of the webinar today, a new offer, something we've never offered before. And I'm actually really excited about this. This is some brand new content, but more about that later. Now, before I go any further, I've got a quick poll for everyone in the chat. Just let me know the answer to this one question, okay? Who here has created an online course using Teachable? Now, if you have, give me a yes. If you haven't, give me a no. If you feel like saying maybe, you can say that too. This helps me tailor the webinar to you, because if I see mostly no's, I'll spend more time on the basics. If I see more yeses, I'll spend more time on those advanced tips and tricks. All right, Jess, you've seen the answers come in, and wow, they are flooding in.
Seeing lots of no's. This is amazing. Oh, some yeses. Barbara says yes. Cardo says no. Neva, yeah, a good mix, but it seems mostly no's.
All right. Wow, they're still pouring in. There's so much. So based off of that, Jess, I'm seeing mostly no's, but a few yeses. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend most of the time at the beginning going over the basics, but I'll leave plenty of time at the end for going over the advanced tips and tricks, like setting up a one-click upsell. That's pretty exciting. And now, what you've all been waiting for. It's time to meet your presenters. Hey everyone, that's me over on the right. My name is Cameron. I'm the head of sales here at Teachable, but I actually got started on our customer care team. So that means I've helped everyone from individual entrepreneurs to large businesses to get started teaching online. And then on the left, we have the incredible, the indomitable, the unstoppable Jess.
Oh, I love you to say that on the left. Hey everyone, I'm Jess and I lead partnerships here at Teachable, and I'm so excited to be here and see what you guys get up to.
Well, I hope you didn't put away your keyboards, everyone, because I have another question for everyone watching today. What ideas do you have for course topics? Now, when I first started at Teachable, I thought that the only thing that people taught online was computer science. But now that I've been here a while, I've seen people teaching everything from A to Z, literally from astrology to zoology. It seems like you can teach anything online. So, Jess, are you seeing some cool topics in the chat? I know that there are probably a bunch.
Yeah, so many. Carrie says Gaelic language, magic course, programming, Chinese astrology, leadership, watercolor, storytelling, goal setting. There's, yeah, so many different options here. Identity, student loan, debt, education. Love it.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Those are some great topics, and I think that I would get a lot out of those courses. But like I said, what's exciting to everyone here on the Teachable team is that this diversity that you're seeing right here, the fact that we have so many types of people and courses on the platform. Now, this includes the big names, people like Pat Flynn and Seth Godin, New York Times bestselling authors. But the most exciting part of this to everyone here at the Teachable HQ is that the people getting the best results are regular people. People like you, people teaching watercolor painting or card magic, or this guy, his name is Alan Perlman, and he attended one of these webinars. A few weeks later, he launched the course he had been meaning to build for ages about how to get certified as a drone pilot. It had been something on his to-do list for a long time, but when he found Teachable, he was able to get it up and running faster than he thought possible. Now, the best part is that he has scaled his Teachable business to multiple six figures and left his day job. Now, these are my favorite stories, seeing people come to a webinar, learn what's possible, and then achieve it. Now, at this point, who wants to see what your school on Teachable could look like? I'm going to show you some of those case studies that I mentioned earlier so that you can know what's possible. Let me know in the chat. I love seeing some enthusiasm. Give me a yes, a ya, si, oui, da, hi, or a yes with multiple exclamation points. I love seeing the enthusiasm because it shows me that everyone is still with me and that people are excited to learn. That's the best part of this, seeing people all around the world excited to learn something new. Jess, are you seeing the enthusiasm?
Yep, people are getting very creative. I see me, go for it. Yes, yes, yay, let's go.
All right, I hear you guys. I hear you loud and clear. So let me get started. All right, so the first example I'd like to share with you is a course called The Foundations of Card Magic. Now, there are two things that I love about this course. The first is this is a great topic because when I thought about this, I had no idea how you learned card magic before I saw this course. Now, apparently a lot of people didn't know either because they raised money on Kickstarter to build this. They raised something $66,500. That's how much money they raised to teach card magic online. So if you think that your topic might be a little bit niche, a little bit small, there's probably still a market out there for it. And the second thing that I love is the beautiful sales page. So this is the landing page that actually gets people to buy the course. They come here and this is what makes them actually give over their money. And so this sales page is built right into Teachable and it's beautiful. So it starts at the top with this clean header image with the title of the course and this call to action to buy it right then. Then it continues with a rich description filled with images and text. Then you have an instructor biography so that you can establish your authenticity. Then it continues. You have the full lesson plan or syllabus, including links to free previews so that the users know what they're getting into. And then it finishes down at the bottom with FAQs to address user concerns, testimonials for social proof, and then finishes down at the bottom with that call to action to get started now. This page converts so well. Now, the next course I want to show you is a career consulting course. Sorry, is a career coaching course by a well-known consultant named Charlie Hohen. So this is a course all about, improving your job prospects, building your resume, getting better at networking, all these practical skills. And my favorite part about this is the multiple pricing options, okay? So when I go down to the bottom of the page here and I check out the prices, I see there are two pricing options. Now, most of the users are probably going to go for the $200 one. You get the course and the community for $200. But a good amount of his audience, maybe 20 to 40% of them, are going to pay $800 more for this option. This is the VIP option, which comes with the course, the community, and private career strategy session with Charlie. So if you're interested in having, different levels, like a basic level of VIP and a super VIP, well, Teachable supports this, and I'll show you exactly how you can set this up. So many of you out there are probably interested in a model like this, where instead of having just one or two courses, you have a lot of content and you give people access to all of it for a monthly or annual fee. So that's what Dave Cross does. He's one of the world's best known Photoshop instructors, and he has a ton of content, all these different Photoshop techniques. And his main revenue driver is selling all of them in a subscription, like a membership site for $150 a year or $15 a month. So again, if you're interested in setting up a membership site like this, keep watching because I can show you how. So you might have heard me mention the course marketplace earlier. Well, what is a course marketplace? Imagine having not just your courses on your Teachable school, but other people's courses as well. So that's what StackSkills does. StackSkills is one of the largest marketplaces on the internet. They have hundreds of courses and hundreds of thousands of students, and Teachable handles all of the back office work automatically. So all of the course authors here, like Mark and Greg and Asim, they have their own logins where they can edit their courses, but they can't touch the other content. We even do all the finance stuff automatically. So they each get an automatic revenue share, and we can even send them their money every month. It's really exciting. It saves so much time. So if you want to have other people contribute to your school and get paid for it, I can show you how to do that. Next, I want to show you Veduca. So as you saw, there are people here from all over the world. And many of you, if not most of you, are going to be teaching in languages other than English. And that's why I want to show you Veduca. They're one of the largest e-learning sites in Brazil. They've got almost 1 million students, and everything here is in Portuguese. Everything from the courses themselves to the interface. So for instance, when I go to sign up, instead of putting in my name, I put in my nome completo. Instead of putting in, instead of reading and agreeing to the terms of use, I read and agree to the termos de uso. So again, no matter what language you want to teach in, your students will be able to learn. And finally, I want to show you this school, the GetResponse Digital Marketing Certification. So Teachable looks and works great out of the box, but if you want to take your school to the next level, you can customize it using our Power Editor. So if you know GetResponse, the email marketing software, they chose us for their solution to deliver their paid certifications. And they did a beautiful job customizing their site, adding these images that fade out to white, adding these beautiful icons, changing the look and feel. It just looks so nice and so clean. I love what they've done here. So this is why people are buying these courses, taking their marketing automation $200 course, taking their other certifications for $200 each. When you have a premium platform behind you like Teachable, you can charge premium prices. This is why a big business that's using this to make money decided to use Teachable instead of trying to build their own. So again, Teachable looks and works great out of the box, but you can take it to the next level with our Power Editor. So now that we've seen some of these cool examples, let's actually build a site together. Now, there is no need for you guys to do this alongside me. You don't need to be furiously creating a school when I create a school, but just follow along, take notes, and pay attention, and you will understand how simple this is. So I'm just going to start by going to teachable.com and click the big orange Get Started button. Now, from here, I'm just going to put in my full name, Cameron Mattis, and you can find me on Instagram at Cameron Mattis. Shout out. Now, my email address, well, I'll use a temporary email address here. So onecourseaway@teachable.com. And my password, I'll just do something super secret here, which I can't tell you. Sorry about that. And I'm going to agree to our terms of use and privacy policy, which make it very clear that you own your students, your content, your pricing, you own the full copyright. We don't own it, you do. And finally, I'm just going to name my site. You can change this all. You can change this all down the line. So I'll do something boring here, like Teachable One Course Away. There we go. Now I click Create New School, and wait, that's it? Yes, that's all you have to do. Now, back in the day, if you wanted to create an online school, well, first you would have to purchase a domain. Then you'd have to buy web hosting. Then you would have to upload the site using FTP based off of your coding on your, oh God. But those days are over, okay? With Teachable, you just fill out the form and we handle everything else. So I'm going to walk you through the steps you need to do. We have them right here for you: signing up for the webinar, creating a course, customizing the look and feel, and setting up our domain name. So I'm going to hop right into creating a course. Now, I hope you guys haven't put away your keyboards, because I have another question. What should we be teaching today in Teachable? Now, I want something funny here. Normally, we do something pretty cute, like underwater basket weaving for seniors, or how to become an expert Pokemon Go trainer. So let me know what you want to be teaching. I think that there are going to be some real comedians in here. Actually, since we have over 1,000 people live, I know there are going to be some comedians in here. So can't wait to hear what some people are up to. Jess, are you seeing some funny ideas come in?
How to train your cat, how to make cute graphics, artisanal painting, sharpening, pencil sharpening, how to make a ton of money, LOL, yeah, how to drink beer, llama riding, goldfish training. I mean, gosh, there's a lot here. Great. So I think let's do train your pet monkey. That's funny.
Ooh, well, I have always wanted a pet monkey, and I guess I would need to know how to train it. So congratulations, you are our winner. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you so much for your suggestion. You get nothing. There is no prize. I'm sorry about that, but I will take your idea. So the name of this course is going to be Training Pet Monkeys for Beginners. Okay, I'll move into the intermediate stuff later. So the author of this course, well, it's going to be me, your friendly host, Cameron Mattis. And my headline is Expert Monkey Trainer. Now, I want to add a picture of myself so that everyone knows who I am, but I actually don't have any pictures of myself on this computer. So instead, I am going to use a picture of my handsome coworker, Ryan. There you go, Ryan, looking very handsome. And now finally, I need to type up my biography here, my quick little bio. But instead of going into like in tons of detail about how I was born in a monkey preserve and I helped raise these monkeys all my life and all the stuff, I'm just going to paste in some demo text because I want to save everyone some time. So after I've set myself as the author, I just need a subtitle here. This is like a little line that goes into a bit more detail about the course. So in this case, I'll just do want to have a pet monkey. This is the only guide that you'll need, okay? And now finally, I want to have like a little bit of a description for this course, a little bit of a description. So again, I want to save you all some time, so I will just paste in some demo text here. Now, when you're creating your course description, one thing I recommend is having, some images or multimedia to just break it up and make it look a little nicer, because you don't want too much text. Like a wall of text isn't a good look. So I'm going to click the Add Image button that we have right there. And you can add images from all over, OneDrive, Google Photos, Flickr, Instagram, wherever. But I'm actually going to use one of our built-in royalty-free stock images. And I think I'll use this kind of hipster-looking camera and desk because hipsters love taking pictures of their pet monkeys or something. I don't really know. And now finally, I'll just add in a little bit more text just to make this look very, very official. And now I just click Create Course. And I have done it. I have created a course. That's it. We're done. I am just kidding. So now that we've created the course, it's time to actually add some content to it. Okay. And now before we add content, I did want to say a note about terminology. Okay. So the terminology we use for courses on Teachable is sections and lectures. Okay. So you can think of this like chapters and pages in a book. Okay. So a book might have 5 chapters with 10 pages each. In the same way, your course might have 5 sections with 10 lectures each. The lectures are the individual pages where your content lives. Students advance from lecture to lecture to lecture. The sections organize them, group them by topic, group them by theme, etc. So again, your course might have like 5 sections with 10 lectures each. So I have a section created for us by default when I build my school. So I'm just going to click New Lecture inside this to start adding some content. So I'll call this Lecture 1. Monkeys can be fun. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to add some video content. Okay, I want to add some video content to this lecture. You don't have to have videos in your course. We recommend having at least a little bit because we find that people engage better with video content than they do with any other type of content. So I'm just going to upload this video. It uploads in a few seconds, and we provide free, unlimited video hosting, streaming, and storage for your school. Okay, so I've added a video. Now I want to add a PDF. Now, one thing I'll say is don't have like too many long PDFs in your course, because people can get kind of bored when there's too much like long pages of text, too many long pages of text. However, these are great for like a resource. So if you have a quick video about a topic, you can say, download this 10-page PDF to go even deeper. So we have the video, we have the PDF. Now I want to add some text. So I'll just click the giant orange add text button. And from here, again, I could type up like lots of fun demo text, but instead I'll just paste in the lorem ipsum that I was using earlier, okay? So the main thing here is that if you have been on the internet for a while, you know that back in the day, if you wanted to edit your text online, you'd have to use HTML, ooh, very spooky, coding, HTML, what does this mean? Well, with Teachable, those days are over. If you've ever used Microsoft Word, you can use our text editor. So if I want to make something bold, I select it and I make it bold. If I want to make something italic, I select it and I make something italic. If I want to link something to google.com, I select it, hit the link button, insert a link to google.com, and I want this to open in a new tab because I just hate it when I click a link and it navigates me away. I like it when it opens in a new tab. So I hit save, and there we go. So you'll notice that as I added this content, it shows up on the page as what we would call a block. So we have a video block, a PDF block, a text block, and these can all be dragged and dropped and rearranged, okay? So I can move our video down to the bottom. I can have our text up at the top. I could put our PDF in the middle, or I could make it really pop. I don't know, that rhymed. So I'm actually just gonna leave this as it was before, the video on the top, the PDF in the middle, and the text on the bottom. So I think that this lecture is looking good, okay? So I'm just going to publish this and move on. So if you're asking a question about like, if I have a PowerPoint or a presentation, how do I do that? You just export that as a video. You can do that right in PowerPoint, and then you put it in Teachable. It's easy. So I've added one lecture, and now I want to add a second lecture, okay? I want to add something with like a quiz, and I want to have some comments or discussion. So I'm just gonna call this lecture to monkeys and you, okay? So like I said, I want to have some comments and discussions as well as like a quick little quiz, okay? So I'm just going to enable comments in the settings. And I'm just gonna give the page a quick refresh now that I've done that. So back in the day, if you wanted to add comments and discussions for an online course, well, you'd have to mess with a bunch of custom code to like add Facebook comments or discuss or something like that. Well, with Teachable, let me show you how long it takes to turn on comments. There we go. That's it. That's all you have to do. One click, okay? And you can turn on comments on any course page. So you can have people giving feedback everywhere, or just have one page as a kind of forum at the end of your course, okay? So I've turned on comments, and now, like I said, I want to add a quiz. So our quizzes are very simple. They're very easy. We have multiple choice, multiple answer, and true/false questions available. If you want to do short answer or fill in the blank, you can also embed any type of quizzing app you want, like Quizlet or Classmark or Brillium. They'll all work in Teachable. But I'm just going to use our native multiple choice quizzes right here. So I'll do some samples, like who is leading this webinar today? The correct answer would be Cam and Jess. An incorrect answer would be Team Rocket from Pokemon. And another incorrect answer would be, I don't know, the Spice Girls. That would be fun if they were leading this webinar, but that would be another time. So that's a multiple choice question. And now I want to add a multiple answer question, which means that people have to select multiple correct answers in order to get like the question right. So let me show you what I mean. This webinar is cool. Sorry, I'll do that one later. I'll say, please select the countries from the list below. So one country would be, I don't know, China. Another correct country would be Venezuela. And then some things that are not countries would be the Pacific Ocean and Mars, okay? So they would have to select both China and Venezuela in order to get this question correct. And then finally, I'm just going to add a quick true false. So this webinar is is cool. The correct answer is going to be true and the incorrect answer is going to be false. And yes, you can do certified courses with Teachable. University of Pennsylvania and other folks use us for certified training. We can go into more detail on that on the Q&A. So I've added a quiz, I've added our discussions, and I think that this lecture is looking good. So I'm just going to publish this and I'm going to move on. So we're moving fast. We've already added 2 lectures with a bunch of different types of content. But what if this isn't fast enough for me? What if I've already have like a bunch of content ready and I want to upload it quickly? Well, let me show you my favorite feature in Teachable. So I'm going to create a new section here. I'm just going to call this second section, okay? And now let me show you my favorite part. I'm just going to click the bulk upload button. And now from my computer, I'm going to drag in 7 different video files. I'm just going to drag in 7 different video files. And what's going to happen when I click upload? The system is going to analyze these files, upload them, process them, and then it will create a new video lecture for every file I uploaded. So in about 10 seconds, I just added a fantastic lecture, a really fantastic lecture, a super duper lecture, an okay lecture, an incredible lecture, the best lecture ever, and my personal favorite lecture. Wow, that was fast. Now, the main thing that I want to show you before I finish this part up is that just like you can drag and drop and rearrange the content inside the lectures, you can drag and drop and rearrange the lectures themselves. So if I want to take a fantastic lecture and move that up into the first section, I just drag and drop. I can even take the sections and rearrange them, like put the second one on top, but that seems a little crazy to me, so I'll leave that alone. So before I finish up, I'm just going to take the first 2 lectures and I'm going to mark them as a free preview. So I'll just mark this as a free preview using the eyeball icon. And if you want your files to be downloadable, you can make them downloadable by clicking the cloud icon to make them downloadable. So all of these settings are built in with one click. That answers your question, Brian. So I've added a bunch of content. This is looking good. So I'm going to move on to the fun part, or at least for me, the fun part, adding a price. Now, people ask me all the time, Cameron, like, how do I price my course? What price do I set for my course? And I think that people are looking for like a magic number. Like Jess, you can ask this a lot too. People want me to say, oh yeah, set your course to $147 and you will be an instant millionaire. Well, unfortunately, there aren't any magic numbers, but there are 2 things that you can do, 2 simple things that you can do to boost your sales by up to 40%, okay? And here they are. Number 1, give your users multiple ways to pay you, okay? Give your users multiple ways to pay you. Very simple. And number 2, give your users ways to pay you more. Again, give your users ways to pay you more. Okay, they're very simple things, but you'd be amazed at how so many platforms out there don't let you do either of these. With Teachable, it's built right in. So let me show you what I mean. So you can do all these different types of pricing: subscription, one-time purchases, payment plans on Teachable, but I'll just do a one-time purchase for now. And you can set this in any currency you want, but I'll stick to dollars for this example. So this is a premium course. Like, people love pet monkeys. So I'm going to set the price to be $299. Oh, and by the way, if you were wondering like how you could set a course, like how you could make a course available to purchase, guess what? I just did it. That's all I have to do. You can go buy that course right now. Simple as that. I know you don't have to link any gateways. You don't have to set up your bank accounts. You just set a price and people can buy it. It is that easy. So I've added the one-time purchase, but I just want to change the name of this to Basic Edition. And I want to say that it includes only the course, okay? Because even though $300 sounds like a lot, remember that rule I said? Give your users ways to pay you more. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to add a second one-time purchase, again in dollars. I'll set the price to $899. That's $600 more. I'll set the name to be VIP Edition. And I'm going to say includes the course plus an hour of in-person training. Okay, so I hit add pricing and instantly we've added our VIP edition just by setting the price. And then finally, do you remember the other rule I said? Give your users multiple ways to pay you. Well, even like the lower price here, even $300, that can be a lot up front for some people. So instead, I am going to create a payment plan as an option. So this will be in dollars, and this is going to be 6 monthly payments of $59. Now, when you do the math, you realize that people actually pay a bit more when they do that. They pay 20% more. And the answer is they should. If you're letting someone pay over time, that means that they should pay a little bit more. That's how all of this works. So I'm just going to call this payment plan. I'm going to say select this option to pay in 6 monthly installments. I hit add pricing, and there we go. So I've been on this page. I was just looking for about 3 minutes, and I've set up 2 different one-time purchases, a basic edition, a VIP edition, plus a payment plan. It is all set up. Katie, we do not accept Bitcoin now that Stripe has deactivated their Bitcoin acceptance. Sorry about that. So now this is looking pretty good. I think that this course is almost ready for prime time. So I'm going to publish this course and just make a few last-minute edits. So the first last-minute edit, I just want to quickly add a thumbnail to this course. This is like an image that will represent the course all over my site. So I'm just going to stick to our theme. I'm going to use the picture of the desk, hit save, and there we go. Now I want to add a little bit of a promo video. This is like a video that people can watch on the sales page that will convince them to buy. So again, I'm just going to drag in like a quick little MP4 video file. Again, we provide free unlimited video hosting and storage. It's very, very easy. So I've added I've added a thumbnail, I've added a promo video, and now let me show you something kind of incredible. Okay, so do you remember that sales page that we were looking at earlier, all those example sales pages that looked like they took forever to build? Well, guess what? Our sales page for this course was created for us automatically as we added content to the course, okay? So as we added content to the course, it created the sales page for us. So we have the hero header, we have the course description, we have the author bio, the curriculum, the FAQs, they're all there automatically. It's very, very easy. And yes, we notify you if someone cancels their payment share. So I just want to make a few last minute customizations here. So I want to change the background image to something a bit more appealing. So I'll stick with our theme and go for like the camera on the desk. Now, we like to think about the little things, not just the big picture. So you see how this white text is a little bit hard to read? It's a little bit hard to read. Well, if I just drag and drop this built-in overlay slider, it darkens the background. So the text is easier. Again, we think of everything here. We want to make this easy for you. So this sales page that we built, just like everything else in Teachable, you can drag and drop and rearrange and move everything around. It's easy. But, oh, sorry, we're in New York City, so I apologize for the sirens. But one thing that I want to add to the sales page that's not here yet, I want to add a testimonial. Testimonials are really good for what we call social proof. They convince people that, you know, this is something worth taking, that you have knowledge that is worth sharing, and that you are a good teacher. So even if other people haven't taken a course from you, you can get testimonials from coworkers, people who you have done work with, people that you've grown up with, people who just can attest to your expertise and how good you are. So when I click testimonial, I've added instantly what we call a testimonial block, okay? So it says, this is an excellent course, definitely worth checking out. And I'm gonna say that this is a testimonial from Ankur Nagpal. Well, who is Ankur Nagpal? Well, he's actually the CEO of Teachable. Now, I want to add a picture of Ankur here, and as a Teachable employee, we are obligated to keep a picture of Ankur on our computers at all time. I'm just kidding. We don't actually have to do that. It is recommended, though. So I click upload, and there we go. So I've added a testimonial right there from Ankur saying, like, this is an excellent course, it's definitely worth checking out. Again, you can drag and drop and rearrange and add all of these different things. Like if I want to add like another enroll button midway through the course, I can just add, you know, an enroll button. It shows up right there just for people who are convinced and they want to buy it. So this is looking good. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to move on. One thing I don't actually have time to go over in depth with you guys today is that Teachable, we now have the highest converting checkout page in the industry, okay? We have a customizable single page, seamless checkout experience so that your users don't have to go through multiple steps and it's all built in. And you can customize this to add testimonials, bullet points, trust badges. So forget about paying for other checkout software. That is insane. Just use the built-in one because it's fantastic. Okay, so now that I've actually had a chance to show you a little bit about how Teachable is built. Oh, and one little thing that I should tell you about, I don't have time to show you, but I can go over this in the Q&A. We have built-in one-click upsells along with that checkout page. So after they buy your course, they can, with one click, buy something else that you have, whether it's another course or group coaching or anything like that. It's really exciting. So now that I've created a course, it's time for me to customize my look and feel a little bit. And I want to show you how easy this is. So like, let me add a logo, for instance. Back in the day, this would take me forever. I would have to like use FTP to upload a special logo file to teach. I'm just getting worked up thinking about it. It's such a pain in the butt before. But with Teachable, I just select a logo file on my computer. I hit save, and I've added my logo instantly. Now I want to change the font for the whole school. And back in the day, this would take me a while. I'd have to edit all like a custom coding and CSS. But for me, I just click Railway, I hit save, and we're all set. I've changed all the fonts. Now I can even customize the colors, whether with a drag and drop color picker or with our built-in color schemes. Now I'll just stick to one of the built-ins because I think that this looks really nice, and I'll leave that as it is. Now, one last thing I want to quickly change. I want to set my course as the home page of my new site, so that's the first thing that people see when they come there. So now that we've created a course, we've customized the look and feel, it is time to set up my domain name. And yes, you can use Google Fonts, everyone, if you want to add more fonts. So with Teachable, you have by default a Teachable domain name that looks like mycourse.teachable.com or mycoolsite.teachable.com. But once you're on like one of our plans, and I'll talk more about that, you can use a custom domain. So you can use a domain like myacademy.com or courses.myexistingwebsite.com. So I'm just going to stick for now for the Teachable domain. I'm going to click confirm. Believe it or not, we are all set. We've created a course, we've customized the look and feel, we've set up our domain name, and now it is time to launch my school. So you see the cool little rocket ship icon, our school has launched. So let's get to work. Let's actually show you what we just spent this time building and what we just built in about 25 minutes. That's incredible. So let me show you first the sales page. So if you remember all those beautiful sales pages we were looking at earlier, the ones that looked like they took hours to build, well, we just created one in about 20 minutes. So welcome to Training Pet Monkeys for Beginners. If you want to have a pet monkey, this is the only guide you'll need. I can watch the built-in promo video of someone typing some words into a Google document. Thrilling, I know. And now I continue down the page, reading through the rich description with images and text, checking out my instructor bio, all about me and how incredibly expert I am at training monkeys. And then we get into the class curriculum. So we have our lectures, even those links to the free previews we set up. And then it finishes down at the bottom with FAQs to address user concerns, that call to action button, that enroll button that we added midway through, the testimonial for social proof down by Encore. And then down at the bottom, all our payment options. You have the basic, the VIP option, or the payment plan. It's all built in, it's all easy, and it was all done in 20 minutes. Now, the second thing here is that we can actually do this on a mobile device automatically. You don't have to create a mobile version of your site. Teachable handles it automatically. So as you saw, I did no customization to set this up for a mobile device. I just added content, but Teachable makes it easy. So this page, I'm looking at this as if I'm on an iPhone. Everything is reformatted from the pictures to the text, to the instructor bio, to the curriculum, to the calls to action down at the bottom, to the pricing. Okay, so no matter what device your students are on, it will work perfectly for them. And by the way, this goes for the enrolled student view of the course as well. So as a student in a course, it's clean, it's simple, it's easy, okay? So I can just click Start Next Lecture, and I can hop right in here as a student. So watching Lecture 1, Monkeys Can Be Fun, with somebody, again, typing words into a Google document. I can read through the PDF about our incredible enterprise plan. Learn more at teachable.com/enterprise. And then I can look at our text, our links to google.com in the new tab, of course, our bold text, italic, it's all built in. Oh, and of course, on a mobile device, it's automatic as well. So this will work great no matter what devices your students are using, whether they're Kindles, iPods, iPhones, potatoes, whatever, it will work perfectly. So thank you everyone so much for like all your time and attention while we did this demo. Now, we just spent a ton of time talking about Teachable. We just spent a ton of time discussing what Teachable can do, going over features, and we'll have even more time for that in the Q&A. But now it's time to talk about the most important part of the puzzle, the thing that no platform can replace. It's time to talk about you, because it's 2018 and now is the time. Now, what we have found after watching literally tens of thousands of courses launch on Teachable is that there are two essential keys to building and creating successful online courses. Now, the first thing is the tech. You need a stable, beautiful, and easy to use platform that can be the backbone of your online course business, no matter how quickly you scale or how big your imagination gets. Now, it needs to be simple but powerful. Now, maybe I'm biased, but I think that Teachable is the best platform out there. The second thing, though, is the hard part. It's the strategy, the method. It's a proven plan to follow from people who have done this before. Now, this is really the hard part. There are so many ways that you can go about creating and marketing your course that trying to figure it out via trial and error would be a nightmare. Well, with Teachable, we solved the first problem by creating the platform. So we were determined to solve the second part as well. Now, you will find plenty of guides out there for people looking to create online courses. Tutorials and cheat sheets or whatever are a dime a dozen. But here's the thing. Pretty much all of these guides are based on one person's experience with one or two launches to the same kind of audience. But here at Teachable, we have the behind the scenes data on our tens of thousands of schools. We've talked to all the instructors, analyzed conversion rates and content, and we dug down into all the data available. It's an incredible resource and a bit of an unfair advantage because it means that we know exactly what works and what doesn't work quite as well. So no trial and error necessary. Now, we wanted to help you with that second part. We wanted to give you a step-by-step, in-depth guide on exactly what to do. And that's why we created this special Teachable bundle. We're calling it the 6-Figure Course Creators Briefcase. Now, everyone who joins as part of this brand new offer today, I'm serious, this is the first time we've ever offered this. We just finished putting the finishing touches on it. We're super excited. You're going to get some very valuable bonuses when you join us today. Now, first, let me be upfront with you. This is only available today for our annual professional plan, which is $9.99 for a year. You pay up front, you get the full year, and it's effectively $83 a month instead of $99 if you want to pay monthly. Now, our professional plan is by far our most popular plan because it is 90% of the features of our $300 plan at 1/3 the price. Now, with the Pro plan, you have unlimited courses and students, so you can scale as much as you'd like. You have a custom domain to match your brand, learner progress tracking, and advanced reporting and analytics so that you can use data to make great decisions about your school. You'll also have a fully managed affiliate program, which means that we don't just track your affiliates, we can also pay them for you and even send them tax forms. Your school has graded quizzes for better assessments, multiple instructors who can contribute courses, and even drip content so you can automatically release your courses over time. But the biggest reasons that people use our Pro account is for this. There are no transaction fees, instant payouts, and live chat support. Okay, all you have to do is link your Stripe and PayPal accounts, and all the money we'll make will go directly and instantly to you with no transaction fees charged by Teachable. And if you're confused about any of this, get in touch with our live chat support. We are here for everyone on the annual Pro plan. Now, the best part is that if you don't want to deal with any admin headaches at all, we can also process the payments for you, then send you a payment every 30 days. And when we do that, we also handle all the admin work like affiliate payouts, tax forms, and EU VAT compliance. It's built right in. Now, if you wanted to host your course each year without Teachable, generally this is what it used to look like. This is what you would have to set up. Well, first you'd have to get web hosting. Then you need something to put on there. So if you want to custom code the page, it's fine, but otherwise you'd have to use landing page software. And then once someone went to the landing page, they had to buy. So you'd have to enable, some checkout software as well. So that's another WordPress plugin. Then if you want to make sure that everything was working and that you're getting the most optimizations out of it, you'd have to install conversion optimization software. But once they actually bought and you were converting well, then they'd have to see all your content, like your videos. So you'd have to pay for video hosting with Wistia or Vimeo. Then if you wanted to have affiliates sell free, well, you'd have to buy affiliate software. Oh, and if you wanted people to maintain access behind a username and password, well, then you'd have to have a membership site plugin. And to loop this all together, when we polled users, we found that on average, they paid a developer for 13 hours of help over the course of a several month setup. And on top of that, most people that we talked to said that they had gotten some design work done. On average, we found of 23 hours. Now, this is all of the stuff that you would do without Teachable. This is everything Teachable saves you. It is a one-stop shop for everything courses. Now, once you have, in our opinion, the #1 platform and #1 features in the market, this is a tool that people have used to scale from 0 to 6 figures in online course revenue. But like I said, the platform is comparatively the easy part. The hard part is finding a step-by-step guide that walks you through exactly how you can create, market, and launch your online courses. So we set out to solve that problem by creating the best guide on the market to how to do this. It's a series of courses that we are calling that briefcase, okay? This is the brand new Teachable Academy course series. We spent months of our time, tens of thousands of dollars. It was very stressful, but it has all been worth it because this is some amazing content. We are debuting it today. We're very excited. We have 4 courses for you, and you will get all of them for free when you join us on the annual Pro plan. Now, I'm asking to my team, I just asked them to turn on the button where you can go buy now. So if you're already ready to buy, that's fine. Go click that button, click on the purchase link there, and you will get access automatically. So for most of you, I am sure that you actually want to know a little bit more. So let me tell you a bit more about our new Academy courses. They're really exciting. So first is a course that we're calling Choose Your Course Topic. This is a shortcut method to creating a course you know your audience will buy. Okay, so this is for someone who is, has some ideas about what to teach, but not specifically what the course topic will be. So I want to teach something about nursing, but I don't know what. Is this just a general nursing? Do I teach people how to pass the nursing exam? Like, who am I targeting? Like, well, when you take this course, you walk away with a refined and validated course idea. You'll have a target audience in mind that you can attract to your course. You'll have a name for your school and that course as well. And that means that you will have a successful and robust foundation for building your online course business. It all starts with the idea. Now, the second part, we did this all sequentially, is building your audience. And that's why we have a course called Building Your Audience, okay? This is about creating a mini course that helps attract people to you and builds an audience that way. Basically, how to attract your first subscribers using a mini course so that you don't have to use anything outside of Teachable. Now, again, what you'll come away with from this, you'll know how to create a mini course and what your mini course will be. You'll learn the tactics that we know and recommend to how to use this mini course to actually grow your audience, like get people onto your email list once they sign up for it. And third, you'll have the confidence that your mini course has a good idea, that your audience is the right one, and that you are on the right track. Now, the third course, well, you might recognize this face here. This is Jess. She is the one leading this one. This is about how you can actually create your course. The actual nuts and bolts of building your course content. Jess is just looking at the screen being like, oh, I like that picture. It's okay, Jess. Everyone does. So this is what we call the busy beginner's guide to actually creating the content for your high quality online course. So this is for all of you who are thinking like, okay, this sounds great, but what is the actual content? What actually goes into the online course? I have my PowerPoints. I have my keynotes. What, do I use PDFs? Like, do I use video? Like, how do I do this? But when you take this course, you walk away with not only a fully created course outline, a list of every piece of content that you'll need, but you'll also have actually most or some of the content ready for your course. And most importantly, you'll have all the tools and skills that you need to build it. And I'm serious when I say do not have to be a techie person. I have taught people who have no idea really how to use a computer, how to create an online course. It's way easier than you think. And then finally, this course about launching is led by Melissa, our head of special projects. And this is all about making a profit with the launch plan that we have developed and worked with Teachable instructors to pilot that has earned people millions. So once you take this, again, this is what you come away with. You'll have a proven launch method that walks you through exact step-by-step instructions on how to actually execute your launch. You'll have a perfectly priced course because it helps you determine your course pricing. This walks you through a sales page, creating a landing page for your course. So this can tell you a little bit about how to set up your landing page for pre-sale versus actually selling it. It's really exciting. And finally, we're including our 30-day email sequence, which is guaranteed to get you your first sale. This is 30 days worth of emails. It's up to you how to space them out, but we give you all the information, recommendations, and copy. It's all there. So on top of all of our own courses, which again, we just spent all this time developing, we chatted with a few partners to get some bonus courses for you as well. So the first, if you ever heard of Melissa Griffin, you might probably know about her List Surge course, which is how to double your email list size in 90 days, okay? This is something that she sells for $300, but we're able to include it today because we're selling an annual plan. So anyone who joins the annual plan, we're able to get them List Surge, the full course by Melissa Griffin. And then secondly, this is a course all about video. Now, people ask me all the time, like, how do I do video? I'm really not sure how to do video. Like, do I need a video camera? Like, am I okay with an iPhone? Like, how do I do this? Well, Idan Cohen, who's an expert videographer that we work with, he has produced a course for us, which is the ultimate beginner's guide to producing professional quality videos on a budget. And Idan, he is legit. In fact, he's the person who created the videos for all of these courses you're seeing now. He is an incredible videographer, and this course is amazing. But that's not all. So on top of all of our brand new courses, on top of the partner courses, if you heard about our summit, this past November, you know that you don't have access to the replays anymore. We only gave them away to people who upgraded on the summit. Well, we've decided to actually change things around. We're going to give access to all of the replays from our summit, all 18 workshops, to everyone who joins us on our professional annual plan today. So if you missed out on the summit, you really want these replays, 18 workshops, you'll get them all for free when you join us today. And on top of that, just in case you weren't convinced, we also are going to include last year's summit replays as well. So they're just as good, just as actionable. They're just a little bit older. They have aged like a fine wine. But our favorite, or at least my favorite bonus of all is that you are going to get 8 weeks of our live group coaching calls. So I lead these every week, and that's why my face is up there. Hey, everyone. So it's myself or other members of the Teachable team. These are small, intimate group workshops, typically with between 10 and 20 people each. You can come any 8 weeks that you want and learn how to succeed. So these turn into like these really nice kind of masterclass sessions, people there sharing their successes, talking about what they've learned from their failures, swapping techniques and tips and tricks. It's been really exciting. I love doing these. This is something we sell for $300. You'll get access to all of it for free when you join us today. Now, this sounds like a lot, and it is, but you go through all of these bonuses at your own pace. So you'll be able to fit this into your schedule, even if you are very busy walking on this beautiful beach with your perfectly white sneakers. Who has perfectly white sneakers? Like, those have never been used. This is stock photos. They get me. Now, here's everything you're getting today. When you join us on our professional annual plan and make the commitment to yourself to succeed in 2018, you're not only going to get all the features of Pro for a year, but you'll get our 4 signature academy courses on choosing your course topic, building your audience, creating your course, and launching your course, which is a total value. We sell them for $200 for choose your course topic and building your audience, and $300 for creating your course and launching your course. Then we have Melissa's List Surge, which she sells for $300, Lights Camera Course by Idan, which we priced at $197, and the replays from the past 2 summits, which we normally sell for $200 each. And finally, 8 weeks of our live group Q&A coaching, which we sold back in the day for $300. So you add this all up, and it's a total value of over $3,100. And that's not a made-up number. That is the actual value. Now, when you sign up for Professional, you're going to get all of those bonuses as a gift for free. So here's what to do next. If at this point you think that Teachable could be the right direction for yourself and your business in 2018, all you have to do is click the button up above to get the bundle now, okay? Now, if you already have an account on Teachable and you want to upgrade it, no problem at all, okay? Here's all you need to do. So when you click your plan above, when you select Pro above, it'll take you to a nice landing page where you're going to click Upgrade. And once you click Upgrade, once you click the button on that page, it'll bring you to a screen that looks like this. Now, if you already have an account with us, then please click Log In at the bottom of the window. Do not create a new account. If you do, your bonuses might go to one email address, your courses will be under another email address, our customer care team will have to fix everything, and they'll be angry at me. So please help keep me out of trouble. If you already have an account, click login at the bottom. Thank you. Now, here's what happens after you upgrade. First, you'll get an email from us with all of the info on how to access the bonuses. And second, all you need to do is click on the access links in those emails, log in, and you'll have instant access to everything. This email will go out to you automatically. But what I want you to do is, again, let us know in the chat if you've upgraded. I'm actually looking at my live feed on the back end, and I've already seen a few upgrades come through. So thank you so much to whoever that is. But let us know in the chat, because that way we can welcome you by name and expedite your bonuses. Now, again, I wanted to thank everyone who is currently upgrading. But I know that there are many of you who are still on the fence, and it's to you that I want to speak right now. Because if you're not 100% sure that this is something worth doing, I've got something to tell you about. And that is our guarantee, the world's best money back guarantee. I'm not exaggerating this. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this. So you'll have 30 days to go through everything. You can set up your site, download all the bonuses, go through all the materials. There are no limits on your features, courses, or bonuses. And after 30 days, if you're not sure that Teachable is perfect for you, and that's fine, Teachable isn't perfect for everyone, just let us know and we will give you a full refund. No questions asked. We will ask you as many questions as this pineapple does. So at this point, like, you're probably thinking, like, that sounds really good. 30 days, money back. So how is this the best money back offer in the world? The main thing is that this is 100% risk-free. This is not like one of these money back offers where we make you go through any hoops. This is the best one you can imagine. This is not like your cable company where you call them and say, hey, I'd like to cancel. And they say, ha, and they hang up on you. We like people to only use Teachable if they're sure about what they're doing. So if you decide it's not right for you, we will cancel it with no questions asked. We're serious about this. But this is the best part of the offer. The reason we can call this 100% risk-free decision. If you haven't earned double your investment, if you haven't earned $1,998, double your investment in the program, after 6 months, just get in touch with us and we will give you an additional 8 weeks of live group coaching to make sure that all of your issues are getting resolved. So those 8 weeks of coaching we're giving you at the beginning, you'll get 8 more weeks of access to those for free if you haven't made $1,998 in the 6 months since you upgrade. Now, at this point, you should be asking, like, how are we able to do this? Why are we able to offer like so many bonuses and still give them to you? Like, even if you get like a refund, like, it sounds too good to be true. And when something sounds too good to be true, it normally is. But that's not the case for us. And let me tell you a little bit more. So normally when you go to a webinar like this, you'll end up seeing a slide that looks something like this. They'll talk about how they have $10 bazillion worth of widgets with a big number showing you the quote unquote value of what you're getting. And it's all available today for just 4 easy payments of $19.99. But look, here's the thing. When you see a slide like this, that number on the bottom right is normally entirely made up. That's because the people doing those webinars have never sold those widgets for $1 bazillion. They've probably never even sold those widgets for $5. And that's how we're different. These bonuses are actually sold for this amount of money. But if that's the case, why are we giving them away? Why don't we just have people pay for them? Well, the answer is that we're a software company. Now, what does that mean? It means that back in the day at Teachable, we used to make about 1/3 of our money from what we call training revenue. We sold these types of bonuses. We sold onboarding. We sold group coaching. We made a lot of money that way. But then one day we sat down, we dug into the data, and we learned a few things. First, we found the people who used these trainings were way more successful than people who didn't. People who completed the Profitable Teacher and our other bonuses were more likely to have over 500 students. People who used our group coaching were more likely to earn over $1,000 in a month. And crucially, people who used our training stuck around longer and paid us more. Now, when we saw this after we did the math, we realized that in the long run, Teachable would be more successful as a business if we gave away these bonuses to people who joined us on paid plans. Yes, we'd lose out on the upfront revenue, but these bonuses make you more successful. And when you're more successful, you're more likely to keep paying us. Refer your friends and business partners and other things that make us more successful as well. That's the nice thing about this business. We're only successful when you are. Now, like I said at the beginning, I want to be fully upfront and transparent with you, and that's why I explained exactly why we're financially able to offer you this bundle today. You have nothing to lose. Even if you realize later that this isn't a perfect fit, you'll have a full refund, no questions asked. However, I swear this is the last time I will say this. it still gets better. Now, this offer is valid for the next 24 hours or so, but for everyone who signs up during the webinar itself, or for the next half hour or so until we're done with Q&A, you'll receive 2 special fast action bonuses. The first is another partner course by James Blatch, who runs $1 million school on Teachable. And this is all about how you can take your email list and actually start turning them into customers. So the journey from subscriber to customer. He's an expert at this with his $1 million school. So I would take his word for this course. And then finally, we will give you this final cheat sheet, our course creators roadmap, which basically walks you through how you should address all of these resources, how you should learn the best way to do everything. It walks you through all of the steps you'll need to take. So when you add up all of this, everything you're getting today, it's almost $3,000 worth of bonuses, courses, and software. And again, that's the real value. It's yours today when you make an investment in yourself and join us on the professional plan. So, hey, some testimonials here. Fiona Benjamin says, after 2 weeks of relentless periscoping, our free workshop, tweeting, and marketing, I'm closing registration. My first course on Teachable with 40 paid students and $97 a student. And Julie Stone says, I quickly went from creating small, inexpensive courses, creating large courses that resulted in 5-figure income months. We're going to have a live Q&A in a second, but here's what to do next. You're going to just type into the chat to let us know if you've upgraded so that we can welcome you. And all you need to do that is select your plan above to join us today and let us know in the chat when you upgrade so that we can personally welcome you and expedite your bonuses. You'll get those all via email. You'll just have to log in after clicking those links. And if you need help, our customer care team is standing by. And like I said, we keep things real. So this is an actual picture of our customer care team, except now it's 4 times as large. So we really need a new photo. Now, with Teachable, with these bonuses, you will have everything you need to create and launch your own online courses in 2018. Now, our live Q&A is starting now, so ask your questions in the chat. We want to make sure that you are getting started with confidence. All right, everyone, and we are back. We are back. Hello, everyone. We're here. We have been here, like we've been talking, we've been typing. We're really excited to see that you are all here with us, okay? So thank you so much for everyone who's joined us so far. So that means to Charlene, virtual high five. Ooh, and real high five. So Vanessa has a good question. So when people sign in with their email, where does that data go to Teachable or to me? So Vanessa, it's stored in your Teachable school, and you can have it go to your email address. Sorry, you can have it go to your email service as well. So by the way, when I say it's stored in your Teachable school, Teachable doesn't own it. You own your contacts and your students. We just help store them for you. And Joel says, you look like Charlie Day. Someone said that on a webinar the other day. I know I need to watch you always. It's always sunny. Okay, is there auto certificates? Teresa, it's a good thing you asked that. We do have auto certificates. Those are something we work with a third-party provider for right now. We're bringing those onto the platform natively within this quarter, okay? Wendy, when I signed up, there was a lot of free video how-tos, and I can't find that now. So drop our support team a line, teachable.com/help, and we'll make sure that you're able to get all of that content. Asheville, say payment can be made over a few months. So Asheville, we do have a monthly pro plan available, but that's not part of this offer today. This offer is only available for the annual plan. The reason why is, again, this is built for people who are ready to make a commitment in the new year. And also because since we're working with our partners to bring in their courses for free for you, we have to pay them. We have to make sure that they're compensated. And so that's why we need to collect money up front. So Jerry, you're asking about a payment plan question. Jerry, what is your question about payment plans? I didn't see that in the chat. Billy says, can I use Apple Keynote in the actual course? So Billy, most people will simply take their Keynote and export it as a video that people can go through. So it works pretty similar to the presentation. If you want them to be able to click through it, you can also set it up so that people can download the Keynote presentation to go through on their computers. Or you can embed like a SlideShare or Prezi or something like that. Jenna, if someone has a payment plan and their credit card is declined, well, first of all, we send them an email, we send you an email. We try several times, and if they don't complete payment, we lock them out. This is why we recommend charging more for the payment plan, because a small percentage of users will probably drop out due to credit card cancellations, personal financial issues, etc. So that's why we recommend charging more for a payment plan. Mike, for audio for narrated PowerPoint videos, would you recommend the Blue Yeti? Well, yes, we use the Blue Yeti ourselves, so that was my recommendation. I don't know, can I officially endorse that on behalf of Teachable? Probably not, but just my personal recommendation. G says, guys, you plan to implement pricing in local currencies? G, you can already price in like over 100 currencies. Are there any currencies that you're not seeing on Teachable? I'm curious to hear. So Wendy says, is teachable.com/help available to those of us who aren't at the top tier? Yes, it is. It's just only at Pro do you get live chat. Okay. Daryl says, if you don't charge transaction fees as a pro service is the only way Teachable makes money. So Daryl, we also do bake sales and car washes. That's a huge amount of revenue for us. No, I'm just kidding. So on our other plans, we also take a cut of sales. And if you opt for the option where we process the money for you and then pay you out every 30 days, we'll take a small cut of that as well to cover our costs for doing like VAT tax compliance and stuff like that. Swamini, is there any way other to pay than a credit card? Swamini, so are you talking about you paying us? If so, we only accept credit card payments. I'm sorry about that. Megan, does Teachable handle VAT taxes? Yes, we handle that automatically. So if you have an accountant for that, fire them, or actually don't fire them. I'm sure they're lovely people. We'll give them a nice severance. But we take care of it automatically. We file it, we pay it. That's the option, like when we're the ones processing the payments. If you want to link your own and get everything instantly, then we tell you how much you have to pay, but you're responsible for actually doing the payments. It's up to you. Lucille, yes, webinars are a possibility. You just embed those in the page. Jane says, you guys are world-class. Jane, no one's ever called me world-class before. I'm going to tell my mom. Okay, so Cindy has a good question. Can you offer purchase of single courses one time as well as options for membership to the whole course? Yes, so you can automatically set it up so that someone can, pay a la carte, course by course, or get everything through a membership. You can have both of them, either of them, neither of them. It's exciting. Hernan says, when customizing the site to Spanish, does the menu show as Spanish? It shows as Spanish. Pat, what if I don't earn enough to have to pay that? Pat, even though I'm from the US, I have learned more about VAT over the past 18 months than any human should. So I will tell you that if your country has like a specific VAT threshold, it doesn't matter, because for digital goods, it's based off of the country of the purchaser, not your country, unless you're including like a live component or other things that can make it VAT exempt. But in general, you have to pay VAT regardless of how much you earn in your own country, okay? That's why it's such a pain. That's why it's so nice that Teachable handles all of it. Josh Wilson, is it best to have the course developed before getting started with Teachable? This is a good question. People ask this all the time. My answer is no. And I swear I'm not just saying that because I want you to sign up for us. I think you'd sign up for us anyway. The reason I say that is because the guides and the resources and the stuff that we're giving you today are most useful before and during the course creation process. So if you sign up after and you get these bonuses after and you go through and like, wait, I should have done this a little bit differently from the beginning. Now I have to go back and I have to redo all this work and I have to rethink my sales strategies and I have to rethink all this stuff. So in general, these resources are most valuable when you're at the ground floor getting started. Connie, again, we are giving people like the annual plan is a one-time upfront payment. That's why we're able to save 2 months. If you paid monthly, well, then you would just sign up for the regular monthly plan. There's no point in having an annual plan where you can pay monthly for it. You get a discount for paying up front, and that's why we're able to offer all these bonuses. Megan, does Teachable allow you to block certain countries if you don't want to think about that? Megan, that's not a built-in feature. You can do that with your domain settings. If you're managing your domain through a service like Cloudflare, that's possible. I would strongly encourage you to rethink doing that though, because nothing will anger a customer more than than blocking them from purchasing because they're from a country that you can't support. Think of it like this. How mad do you get when you try and watch a YouTube video and it says it's blocked in this country? Imagine that, but you're trying to buy something that will improve your life. So someone goes to try and buy your course and they can't buy it because you block it. Don't do that. I really strongly recommend against that. Billy, yes, you can embed a Keynote or PhotoMagico Slidecast using like an iframe. So if you have any front-end people or coders, that's something that I would recommend. So Denise, for live videos, you would use YouTube Live. For pre-recorded videos, you upload the videos to Teachable and we host them ourselves. ACH, if you're not in the USA, our VAT implementation will still work for you. It doesn't matter where you are. Fabiola, my school will be in Italian. Of course. If I upgrade, will you be able to help me anyway to launch the school? So Fabiola, you'll have all of the resources from these bonuses. And in addition, you'll have live chat support. Okay. Jessica says, but PayPal does not work in my country. Jessica, if PayPal doesn't work in your country, then I'm afraid we're a little bit limited in what we can do. The only option I would suggest for you is you can take payment for your courses outside of Teachable. Have people send you a check or pay you cash or do a mobile payment or anything, and then you just give them a coupon to give them access to the course for free in Teachable. Okay, so if you can't use Teachable, if you can't use PayPal in your country, Teachable will be tough. But luckily there are only a very few countries where PayPal is not allowed at all, like Turkey. Lucille, most of my content is in PowerPoint. Can I just upload it for each lecture in the course? Lucille, absolutely. We recommend doing that in PowerPoint, you can export the entire presentation as a video. So I would recommend doing that, export it as a video, then you can upload that to Teachable. So Deanne, I already have a Teachable account, which is still all paid up for until May 2018. So sorry, I need to scroll up to get to your question. Which is paid through 2018. When I click the upgrade log to my account, it appears it's prompting me to upgrade at full 99. So Deanne, even though it says that, I'm sorry, that's annoying. It won't actually charge you the full 99. You'll get a prorated discount because you're already a customer. So don't worry, we do not believe in double charging you. That would be a terrible business practice and would lose us customers. So you will only pay a prorated amount. Nikki, if you have 5 members, can they have access to all these bonuses too? They can't have their own accounts with access to them, but they could use your login. I won't tell anyone if you don't, okay? Okay. That never happened. Okay, so Tanya, hello from Denver. Can I use my 1 annual subscription for 2 different businesses that I run? So Tanya, yeah, you can create as many Teachable schools as you'd like, but each plan only applies to 1 school, okay? So Swamini, you mentioned PayPal is not allowed in Turkey. I live in Turkey. Is there any way to permit in this country? Swamini, again, it's really tough. We can do wire transfers, but only on our $300 a month plan. So because that's the manual difficult process for us, and we have to fill out forms when we're sending money internationally to Turkey. So yeah, if you're able to upgrade to our $300 a month plan, then we can talk about doing wire transfers. But that's really not something that most people will do. Leslie is signed up from Pleasanton, California. Virtual high five, real high five. Juliet, if you join us today, you're making a commitment today. You're signing up for an annual plan. It's $9.99 for the whole year. So you'd pay $9.99 today, January 24th, 2018. And then January 24th, 2019, you pay $9.99 again. This is not like a trial rate. This won't expire. You'll keep on paying $9.99 per month for as long as you, $9.99 per year for as long as you're active. Even if we raise the price later, which we don't have any plans to do, don't worry. Even if we raise the price later, your price will be locked in. Jessica, is there a wire transfer option? Jessica, like I said, we can discuss wire transfers if you are on our $300 a month plan. That's the high volume plan. It's $300 a month or $3,000 per year. If you need wire transfers, then you'll have to be on that plan for us to be able to do that. Brano, I was to this webinar last week. Can't find the bonuses in my dashboard. Brano, we are here to help. Get in touch with our support team. You can shoot us an email at teachable.com you can shoot us an email at support@teachable.com or fill out like a ticket or start a live chat at teachable.com/help. Barbara Lloyd, I signed up too. Barbara, first of all, virtual high five, nice. Real high five. Barbara, you will get an email automatically. It could take up to an hour. If you're not seeing it after an hour, shoot our support team a message and we will get you those bonuses. We want to get them to you as soon as possible so that you're able to start working as soon as possible. There's no incentive for us to hold on to them. It's not like a physical product. G, I mean, when the visit landing page, okay, so G, you're asking like if you set the price in dollars, if someone who visits from the UK, if they go to their page, will they see pounds? No, that's not how it works. It's the same way as Amazon.com. If you go to Amazon.com from anywhere and you look at an item, you'll see the price in US dollars. You would have to go to the specific country-specific Amazon site to see prices in that currency. It's the same way for Teachable. People only see the currency and payment options that you add. So if you have a lot of users who are coming from, Thailand, then you can set a price in Thai baht in addition to your dollar price. But there isn't a way to automatically show a local price to everyone. If you want though, you can probably embed like a little drop down currency converter right onto the sales page. I think that you can do that. Denise, yes, you can add an unlimited number of captions and subtitles to your videos on the Pro plan, and students can turn those on or off. Ted, after 1 year, I can go back to the basic plan. Sure, Ted, you can do that. That's not a problem at all. Sean, are you thinking of developing an Android app? Sean, we're in the early stages of thinking about that. But to be honest, even after we put out the iOS app, most people still prefer using the mobile site because it's easy and they can just open up that same site on their computer when they get back. So we haven't found like adoption of the app to be like as large as we thought. So we're kind of rethinking our app strategy. G says, thank you. We currently have lots of users in Rainmaker in the UK. We'd love to target you, Yanks. So G, for what it's worth, I find, especially if you just have like a couple of countries, like if you're commonly selling to the UK, in the EU, now they're separate, UK, EU, and US, you just add a euro price, a pounds price, and a dollars price, and people will pick the one that corresponds to them. Mike, yes, you can only send a certificate when the student passes a quiz. That is, you can configure that right now with our third-party certificate provider, and that will be an option. We have our native certificates later on. We're targeting this quarter for the certificates feature. Suzanne just signed up. Suzanne, virtual high five, real high five. Delwyn is $9.99 annual cost for using the Teachable platform after 2018, regardless. Yes. So Delwyn, that'll be the price. That'll be the price you pay forever. Okay. We don't change the price on existing users. We have, like, for instance, a couple of years ago, we raised the price of our basic plan from $29 a month to $39 a month. Everyone who is paying $29, they kept on paying the same amount. We don't believe in raising people's prices. So Neva, webinars are like a live training. Webinars are a live video training like we're doing right now. Hey, we're right here. Hey, Teachable is mostly used for pre-recorded video courses. Now you can do live training through Teachable, but most people stick to the pre-recorded stuff. Layla says this $9.99 is paid at once right now. It is paid today upfront, and that's why we're able to offer the discount. If you want to pay monthly, that's just, we can't offer like a discount or our partner courses and stuff like that if you want to pay monthly. That's just not how we're able to afford to do this. However, keep your eyes on your email inbox, because if you're really interested in the professional monthly plan, you might be seeing something interesting in there soon. So if you are only interested in the pro monthly plan, just keep an eye on that inbox. I'll say nothing more. Okay, Sandra says, if I have membership pages in my blog, can I have subscribers pay for it through Teachable? Yes, Sandra, people do memberships through Teachable all the time. Nikki says, why do people use pre-recorded? Nikki, because it's way easier to make money if you don't have to be there every time you're making money. So if you're selling live classes, for instance, that means you have to be there every time someone buys. You have to be doing the live class every single time. It's the reason why movies make more money than plays. A movie is one thing. It's an asset which can be distributed infinitely. Okay, same thing for a course. With a play, you have to have the actors, the cast, the performance, everything, every single time.
It's a great analogy.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. So it allows you to scale up way easier, okay? So Monica is the upgrade of payable on payment plans. Monica, the upgrade is not payable on a payment plan, is an upfront payment, okay? However, I have to say this, of course, if you feel like it, you can pay it today with a credit card and then pay off your credit card over time. That's just kind of an option, but if you want, I don't want to give anyone financial advice here. Just to refresh, you don't take a percentage of sales. So Connie, most people on the pro plan, we don't, because they select the option where they get paid instantly. There's also the option for us to pay you every 30 days. When we do that, we handle all of the admin back office stuff, like paying EU VAT taxes and paying authors and affiliates for you. But when you do that, we charge a 2% fee on top of a credit card fee. So the difference is really small. Like if we're the ones processing the payments, you earn about $95 on a $100 sale. If you link your own Stripe and PayPal to get the money instantly, you'd earn about $97, because Stripe and PayPal typically take around 3%. Teresa, yes, you can actually record audio inside Teachable. Most people will record audio in a program like Audacity and upload it because they'll have more features available. So Jim C, can you require a quiz test exam before going on to the next lesson? Jim, that is actually a feature that we're working on right now. That's something that we're planning to do with like a revamp of our high volume plan to make it more set up for internal training and compliance training. So that's something we don't have available right now, but it's something that we're looking to add. Nikki, can I sell sponsorships and do the same type of thing that TED Talks does with Goldman Sachs? Nikki, if you want to get Goldman Sachs to sponsor your course, go right ahead. Do it. Virtual high five, real high five.
Let us know too.
Yep. Suzanne saying goodbye and thank you. Off to watch my bonus courses and work on my first course. Suzanne, have a great one. Sue, wait, you had a question. We have a ton of questions come in, so ask us your questions. I want to make sure that those are all getting answered. So Sue, I'm sorry if we missed them. We've just had hundreds and hundreds of people asking questions. Okay, so Sandy, if I have a PC, what software platform do you recommend to turn my PowerPoint into a video? So I would recommend Camtasia. That's their screen recorder software for PC. You can also export your PowerPoint as a video right from within PowerPoint. Maria says, I'm not looking for recorded live sessions, but I want to have live webinars on Teachable. Marie, yes, it is possible. All that you do is you have, like, for the video, you set up a video like this one. We use YouTube Live right now. So you can use like a YouTube Live video like this one, which you would just place right into your Teachable page. So people would be watching you live, like you're watching me live, but the video is on your Teachable page instead of on like the webinar page we have right now. I hope that makes sense. Jim, I answered this question. I hope you're hearing me, and I hope this is going through. Yes, you can require, you can require this. Like if you want to give them a certificate, you can require it to like give them a certificate. But we don't have it built in to like block them from progressing. It's a feature that we're working on adding. Okay, so Jess, am I able to get the bonus? I've already sent my subscription. Yes, you'll get that automatically. Virtual high five and real high five. Susan, is List Surge available on a free plan? No, none of the partner courses are available on any of the other plans. So Layla, this 99. So it's January 24th. So you'll pay it today, and it'll be January 24th every year thereafter. Mariana, do you offer this webinar page for Teachable subscribers? We don't, but you can do stuff that looks really similar to it. Though I would love to make the full thing available. Vicky, can you have more than one school name? Vicky, yes, but typically people stick to one school. Like at least they'll build out one school before they start any others. Tanya, you can use Teachable for free, but it's a very feature-limited plan that's just meant more for checking out the interface. Nikki, how does the community work? Nikki, you can turn on comments and discussions on any of your course pages. Okay, that's how we work that. Rubel in Oklahoma City. Can I set up a weekly chat room for students? Yes, most people will do that via like a video platform like Zoom or something like that.
I think Jared just upgraded as well.
Oh, so Jared, virtual high five, real high five. Sandra, so I'm confused. If I sell a course for $100, do I get the full $100? Sandra, somebody is going to get a fee. Whether it's us or whether it's Stripe and PayPal, someone will take a fee. So if you sell directly to your consumers using Stripe and PayPal, you'll get about $97. If we're the ones processing it, you'll get about $95, okay? Charles P. Burke, my courses need to be time-based. Students should not be able to fast forward through it as possible. So Charles, this is a feature that we're working on right now. We don't currently have it in the platform. Hello, how long is this offer valid? So you should be able to do this, especially if you say for tonight, we should be able to make that work. Karen, do you have to pay by school? Yes, you pay per school. Each plan is for its own school. If you want to upgrade a second school, we can give you a discount. Just drop us a line, teachable.com/help or support@teachable.com. Deanne and John have upgraded Pro, virtual high five and real high five. Judith, how can I create a pay what you want option? Judith, most people do that by just adding like a PayPal donate button inside their course. They enter the course for free and then can donate throughout the course. You just add the PayPal donate button. Neva, if I'm using YouTube Live, can you incorporate slides into their videos and images? Yes, absolutely. The YouTube Live, you can just share your screen. So whatever you're looking at on your screen will come through. Okay. Chris, I'm a little nervous about jumping out to the pro plan before setting up a course and earning revenue. Can you say a few words for people that have a smallest and just starting out? So Chris, again, the goal of these courses, the goal of these bonuses is to get people who are in your scenario, like kind of just starting out, a little bit nervous, not really sure exactly how to start out, how to continue. So get you from zero to actually creating a course, having an audience quickly. So that's why we have a no questions asked money back policy. We understand that it's a big commitment, but if you find you're not comfortable with it and it's too much and it's overwhelming for you, just let us know. We will give you a full refund. Yuppers, can you have multiple courses in the school? Yes, you can. Mike says, can I download my course once I design it? So Mike, you can't download a mycourse.zip or whatever, but you can download all the individual files from your course and you can copy and paste all the text. And two, is there a way to have students provide identification info in order to prove that it's them taking the class? Mike, yeah, sure. Here's what I do. So let's say you want to teach a course called Mike's course, which is $500 and people have to prove their ID to take it. So I would actually set up a second course, call that for like admission to Mike's course. It's $500. But there's no content in it. So people sign up for that one. And then once they sign up, you contact them, you ask them for ID, and only if they're able to provide ID do we give them access to the main course. You can do that manually at any time. Vicky, you can change the name of your school down the line. It's easy. You're not getting a tattoo right now. You can change it all down the line. Jer says, what offers do you have coming for those who want to benefit from pay monthly options? So Jer, keep an eye on your email inbox. Just keep an eye on it. That's all I'll say. But we understand that like paying up front for the year is a lot for a lot of people. So we're going to have something out there for people who want to pay monthly. Don't worry about it. If I set up a custom payment gateway, is the fee better with PayPal or with Stripe? Sandra, I like Stripe a lot more than like PayPal. Like Stripe is really simple, clean, easy to use. PayPal is not. Their rates are pretty similar. It honestly depends. Like PayPal can charge more for international transactions. Stripe can charge more for something. They average out to like within 0.5% of each other. So I wouldn't spend time obsessing over which one to link with. Okay, so plan to make it happen next week. Can I limit access to the sections and create time sequence for it? So you can drip out content by date or by time. So like you can set up so that they get access to the first part immediately, the next part the week after, the next part the week after, etc. Or you can do it by a specific date. So everyone gets access to this part on January 24th, the next part in January 30th, the next part in February 8th, etc. So you can do either of those, okay? ACH, what if I'm not in USA? Does a tax service work? Yes, it does. So Ted, is there a way to a visitor to go to teachable.com and search for class? Ted, no. And we're very proud of that because we are not a course marketplace. Okay. So the course marketplace like a course marketplace is something like Udemy or lynda.com, where you go there as a student and you search and you find all these different courses. Okay. So Teachable doesn't work like that because when you go to teachable.com, you don't find courses there. And here's why. So if you're on Udemy and you've spent a bunch of time creating your like carpentry course, let's say you teach carpentry, you spent hours and hours and hours, you put it up there, it's $150, it's a real premium course, you poured a lot of work into it. Someone searches for carpentry course, they find yours, and then right below it, Udemy says, oh, also check out this carpentry course, it's $100. Or actually the way Udemy discounts things is probably like $5. And so people says, oh, why would I take this expensive premium one? I'm just gonna go for the cheap one. So that's what happens. It cheapens you. It cheapens your brand. It's a race to the bottom in prices. And at the end of the day, even when someone buys your course on Udemy, Udemy owns their contact information. Udemy is the one that markets them. With Teachable, you own the students, the content, and the pricing. Nikki's concerned about like course piracy. Like I'm concerned about this. Like how do I prevent people from watching a course someone else paid for? So Nikki and Alvara, I'll say this. People ask me this question all the time because they're really, really scared about it. It's a scary idea, right, Jess? Like someone accessing your content without paying for it. But guess what? First, I'll say two things. The first, this basically never happens. We have tens of thousands of active courses on Teachable. We've seen reports of this happen in my 2+ years here, maybe like 10, 20 times, something like that. Again, out of tens of thousands of courses. And typically those are with topics that are like, a little bit more gray area, like, ethical hacking and like how to become a cryptocurrency millionaire and stuff like that. The other news is that you can track the number of logins per student. So like if you see someone logging in 1 billion times and they've only been on your course a week, well, maybe they're sharing their account. But the main thing is, look, I'll say, this really is not nearly as big an issue as people think it is. And you can track it down and stop it. And finally, here's the last thing, okay? Anyone who accesses your course like that, anyone who like uses their friend's login info to access your content, this is a sad truth. They were never going to buy it anyway. Like people who pirate stuff are people who weren't going to pay for it. They are people who like they don't have the money. They're not really that interested. They're just kind of curious. So don't think of that as a lost sale. Just think of it as some random passerby happening to see your content. So those are the three things. Doesn't really happen. You can stop it. Even if it does happen, it's not actually costing you any sales. So like I said, person who's chiming in again about this, whose name is no plan to make it happen. Like I said, this is really not something to worry about. So if you're spending more time thinking about how to prevent people, I'll put it like this. If you're spending more time trying to think about preventing people from accessing your course and less time trying to think about how to get more people into your course, your priorities are skewed. Okay, so think about this the other way. Try to get more people into this course instead of being obsessed with like, how can I block people from taking this? Okay, Deborah says, does Teachable recognize the students' unique IP addresses? Yeah, so we show the last login IP from the students. And again, we track the number of logins, so you can view that at any time. Delwyn, yes, you can do 1 year on, 1 year off of Teachable, no problem. Yes, Christy, people can access the course from your website. Normally, Christy, if you own like Christy.com, most people set up their courses on like a subdomain, like courses.christy.com. Mariano, what are we using for the live chat? Mariano, we actually built our own live chat program. We built all of this webinar app, and we'd love to make it available. I really hope we can make it available someday, but it's a lot of fun. So Martine, I want to create courses for the corporate market. How would that work in terms of payment? Martine, typically you would have like an administrator from the organization pay via credit card. You just create a new plan. Like let's say your normal course is $100 and 50 people want to take it. You'd create a plan for $5,000. They'd buy it with a corporate credit card. And then you would send them 50 license codes. Okay, you just send them, which we count as like coupon codes. You send them 50 coupon codes that 50 people can get in for free. If you're doing this a ton, you might actually want to look into our high volume plan, the one that's $300. That has a bulk student importer and bulk student manager, so that you can like sell corporate licenses and volume licenses easier. Billy says, can you recommend or provide Coder to customize keynotes and stuff? Billy, take a look at teachable.com/experts. Teachable.com/experts. Okay, we've got people listed on there. Hillary, can we do private courses for corporate clients? Hillary, yes. We've got a lot of users doing private and corporate training through us. So Martine, I think there's a limit in most orgs and company credit cards, nor about £500 in the UK. Martine, that's totally fine. You can take payment however you want. It's just the redemption part is done via the coupons. So most people will do the credit card because it's easier, and lots of businesses, at least in the US, they like, you know, putting spend on their corporate credit card instead of, you know, sending a bank transfer. But I know that varies around the world. Neva, does the pro account allow us to have our own domain? Yes. Layla, is there a way people not on your list can find your course within Teachable? No, so Teachable is not a course marketplace. So if you're looking for people not on your list, then I would recommend partnering with affiliates to do something like that, not trying to put your stuff in a course marketplace. Jennifer, yes, you can do coupon codes. That's built right in. Teachable is competitor with MailerLite, Gabby. Juliet, Payoneer is not a supported payment method. So if you want to use Payoneer, you would just have people pay you outside of Teachable with Payoneer. Then you give them a coupon to access for free. Jessica, can you have threadable discussion boards? So our built-in commenting system, it threads. It like nests comments like 3 layers deep. We don't have anything beyond that right now. Pat says, if customers haven't heard of Teachable, how do they find the course? Pat, you're responsible for the marketing. That's why that's why our fee is so low. That's why you own the customers. That's why you own the pricing. If we were the ones doing the promotion and we had the marketplace, well, then we'd have to take a much bigger cut. Udemy, for instance, takes like upwards of 50% of your course sale price when someone finds your course via Udemy.
And I had a good question about what the fast action bonuses. Maybe we can just share the screen so you guys can see what you're getting.
All right. So I am just going to share my screen. And quickly bring up these bonuses. So when you join us today, again, when you're signing up for an annual professional plan, you'll get all of the following bonuses. First, you'll get our 4 flagship courses, which we just finished putting the polishing touches on. You guys are going to be the first people to go through this incredible content. You're going to be like pioneers. It's awesome. So choosing your course topic, building your audience, creating your course, and launching your course. All 4 are created by us. You'll have 2 partner courses, List Surge by Melissa Griffin and Lights Camera course by Don Cohen. And this year's and last year's Summit replays on top of the live group Q&A coaching, 8 weeks of that. And as a fast action bonus, if you upgrade during the webinar itself, you'll have email lists for course creators by James Blatch, another partner course, and the course creators roadmap. You get this all when you join us today. Stop sharing the screen, and we are back. So hello from Boston. This has been an awesome webinar. Hats off to both of you for an excellent and well-informed presentation. Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Good job, Pam.
Good job, Jess. Okay, so Ruth is asking about, so Ruth, we have a free plan on Teachable. That plan is very feature limited. It is built for people who are just kind of looking to understand how the interface works. It's not meant for people actually selling any courses. Tony says Teachable rocks. Can't wait to create my first course. Tony, I can't wait to see your first course either. That's really exciting.
Actually, everyone keep us in the loop too with what you're doing. So like as you're upgrading, as you're creating your course, like we love showing, like you saw in this webinar, we showed examples of people's success stories. We would love to feature yours as well. So please do keep us in the loop with what you're doing.
Okay. So Jeff, don't have a credit card with me now. I have a link to get this when I'm home and I have all the bonus material available. So Jeff, you'll get an email follow-up after this. There will be an opportunity to sign up later, so don't worry about that. Oh, and by the way, you see how Katie is dropping all these links in the chat? Everyone here should join us in our private instructor Facebook group. So join us there. We've got over 20,000 people. So please apply to join. We'd love to see you in there. It's a fantastic group. So join it. Can't wait to see you there. Sylvina, don't worry. You're going to get a replay automatically via email. It's fine. Can I upload content to my own site? Yes. So Teachable can live on your own custom domain. It's very easy. Daryl, if I don't sign up for a plan, then I can't host a course in Teachable. So Daryl, you can create a course with our free plan. But again, that's a very feature limited plan. It's meant for just getting a feel of the interface. Sylvina says, thank you very much. You're welcome, Sylvina. Sadia from Chino Hills, California. Thanks, guys. It's great. Thank you, Sadia. I really appreciate you joining us. W1L says, planning on teaching poultry-centered regenerative agriculture system with Main Street Project.
That's incredible.
To say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
So Kirsten, I'm having trouble completing my purchase on a phone. How long will the fast action bonus be available? So Kirsten, check to make sure that both the state dropdown has been, you've selected a state, and then that you've added in the zip code. That's actually something that people miss pretty frequently. So make sure that the state and like zip code are both filled in. And if you're still having issues, drop our support team a line and we'll make sure that you get all the bonuses, even if you upgrade later, because it's our fault if there's any technical issues. Christy says, thanks, Cameron and Jess. This was so good. Thank you,
thanks,
Christy. That means a lot. I appreciate it. So Hello from Boston, will the webinar be available for replay? So Hello from Boston, keep an eye out for a replay and you'll be able to send that to your friends as well. Jennifer, you have special fast speaking skills. Did you make this a course? Jennifer, I have not. I don't know how to make this a course. I used to be not as fast a speaker, but then I started doing webinars like every single week. So now I'm pretty fast. Okay, so Jennifer, wait, sorry, Charles, or how does, I can't read your name. How does Stack Skills work? Charles, so Stack Skills uses Teachable. With Teachable, we have what we call an author function. So you can have other people who are authors on your site contributing courses. So Stack Skills has hundreds of them contributing courses. It's all built in. Washington, D.C., do either of you have courses available on Teachable? So Washington, D.C., I don't, because I'm not a masochist. When I spend all day with online courses, I get home, I don't want to make online courses. Jess, however, is a masochist. So she has a whole brand. She has online courses. She has an awesome podcast and mailing list, both of which you just sign up for. Jess, you want to drop a link to your site in the chat? Shameless plug. She's awesome. But yeah, I do not have the bandwidth for that. When I get home at the end of the day, I want to watch Netflix and hang out with my girlfriend. Jess does not want to watch Netflix and hang out with her girlfriend, apparently. Dean says, you guys are awesome. Virtual high five, virtual high five, real high five. Tony says, can I link to MailChimp so students' email can go directly to a list there? Tony, yes. We have a built-in MailChimp integration. We recommend using Zapier because it allows more flexibility and power. Okay, Easy Signing says, thank you so much for an excellent, well-answered webinar. I'm anxious to get started with my pro account. I just said ancient. Easy Signing, I thank you so much. And I really should have looked up how to say thank you in ASL. I'm sorry. Do you know how to say thank you in sign languages? Oh. I feel like that's something that you would know.
No, I did sign language in school, but that was a while ago.
Cannot believe that she just doesn't know that. Shame.
Disappointing.
Shame. So Nikki is in. I'm in school. Brain power. If anyone suffers migraine, watch out for the school. Nikki, I am not afflicted with migraines, but I know that there's a big audience out there who is. I hope that you are the solution for them. So virtual high five, real high five. Okay, Phyllis is starting from scratch. Signed up. Watch the space. Phyllis, virtual high five, real high five.
I hope you guys are doing this to the screen too. Otherwise, it's just weird.
Mike says, can we set the system to automatically send a reminder if a student needs to retake a course once a year? So Mike, Yes, you can actually. You can set that up with Drip. So the Drip function, you can toggle it to send them an email any arbitrary number of days. Oh, touch your chin and pull it away. It says thank you.
I see. I was close. I was gonna say like this.
So with our drip function, you'll be able to do that. So you can set it so that at like 365 days after they enroll, they'll get an automatic email to remind them. Benedicta, the questions have been coming in really, really thick and fast. So please ask your question again if we missed it. I'm really sorry. We're trying to get to as many as we can. Kalechi Onduwide. I want to create a course for training sportscasters in Africa on football match commentary and standard presentation techniques. How can I set out the courses to attract clients? Can that be profitable? So that is a real niche. So like the people you're going after, these are going to people who like really know that you're talking to them. You're not just doing generic how to be a sportscaster. You're doing generic like specifically for people from a specific geographic region with a specific sport. So that's really good. So I would talk to people who are maybe interested in like partnering with you. Like if you want to work with any broadcasters or football leagues in Africa that like have people that they'd like to train, that would be a really good way of doing that. So look for a partner here because finding the right people, I think, is going to make a lot of sense. Connie just upgraded. Yes, you're going to virtual high five, real high five. You're going to get your bonuses via email. You're correct. Beverly Jones is upgrading. Virtual high five, real high five. Ramu is upgrading. Ramu, virtual high five, real high five.
You guys are just upgrading to CST this.
Benedicta, sorry if you've covered this already, but I'm in the UK. If my courses are charged in pounds, how does the payments work? So Benedicta, so the main thing, most people, they'll just link their own Stripe and PayPal accounts. And when you do that, you will get the money automatically and instantly to you. So if you set your price in pounds and people pay in pounds, your Stripe account would be denominated in pounds. There wouldn't be any fees or anything. If we're the ones processing the payments, we pay you out every 30 days. We send you money in dollars. So there might be a small conversion fee in there somewhere. But again, that's when we do that, we take care of all of the EU VAT headaches as well. Vicky is done. Virtual high five, Yay. Real high five. Pat, my state requires collecting a 1% sales tax on digital content sales. How will I know if a customer who buys via Teachable is a resident of my state? So Pat, what I would recommend doing is sending out a form, like having like a form in your thank you page, like the page that people see right after they buy, that requires users to like put in their address. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. Hillary says, can we provide a one-off presentation with surveys and discussion? Hillary, yeah. So you can create unlimited courses on Teachable. So I just create a new mini course and have people buy that. Sama, thank you for a wonderful presentation. Unfortunately, I have to get back to work. I'm interested in the program. We'll look into the annual as long as we offer good for. Sama, this offer should be good for the next 24 hours or so. Just keep an eye on your email. There'll all the stuff will be there. Neva, you can change your email. Sorry, you can change the school name down the line. This isn't like getting a tattoo. You'll be happy to change this. Okay. So watching to see it's neat how passionate you are about your product. I'm passionate about this product because it's really cool. It actually helps people. It makes people money. It changes people's lives. It's pretty inspiring. Cindy says, thanks so much. Great webinar. Very helpful in answering all my questions. Cindy, so glad you could join us. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. So we're still here. We're still live. We are still answering questions. We'll be here for a few minutes more. So ask us all your questions. Layla says, how does Teachable work with my domain name? So people will typically set that up as what we call a subdomain. So Layla, if you own Layla.com, for instance, you would set it up so that your online course will be courses.layla.com or academy.layla.com, something like that. Pat, in general, I would recommend the school name to reflect like your company name, and the products would be the different courses. Mike, the students all have their own logins. Wendy, yes, you'll get a replay automatically. Billy, in addition to offering the course, what about using your platform to offer a Cine novel or a Cine book with music and rich graphics? I've never seen someone do that. I don't see why it couldn't be done, but it's not really the best like storytelling platform. So I don't know. Washington, D.C., are there many people who try to do smaller intimate classes? Yes, especially because you can charge more for those because it would require like personalization and individual time from you. Okay. So that lets you charge more. So it's kind of a good thing. Easy signing. Thank you. Put your open hand with your fingertips touching the bottom lip. Tilt your head downward with a smile on your face while moving that hand downward with your palm facing up. So
yeah,
like this.
like, thank you.
Okay, I don't know if bringing it up is part of it. So forget I've said that. So Connie says, now I'm going to do this route. Do you have it moved or transformed? Connie, I'm not sure what you mean. Let me know some more details about that. Any further insight on the EU VAT collection? There's not really much to say. We collect it, we charge it, we pay it. It's all done automatically. So Billy, any sample courses we can? So it's Billy. I don't have any off the top of my head. Actually, Google this course. Google this phrase: Flexbox Zombies. This was a course that someone created about a coding thing called Flexbox. That shows how much of a developer I am. All I know is that it's a coding thing. This was like a storytelling course, which they have to, like, the user has to use code for. It's really exciting. So just Google code Flexbox Zombies. Fabiola, I've just signed. Could you please tell me where I can find a tutorial about how to make videos? So Fabiola, you'll get that all automatically via email. So keep an eye out on your inbox for that via email. If you're not seeing that within the next hour or so, shoot an email to us, support@teachable.com. We're here to help. Billy, I typed that in the chat. So Flexbox Zombies. Check that out. And also, Billy, you can ask in our private instructor Facebook group. I dropped in the link a bit earlier, but I'll drop in the link again. So copy that in, paste it in. Oops. So drop that in. Sandra, I would consult a tax professional in your area. I cannot even begin to give you guys tax advice. Yes, students can download content to their mobile phone via the Teachable iOS app.
Billy, you the man.
You the man, Billy. Sorry, Marlon, can I receive payments via Payoneer? So Marlon, Payoneer is not built into Teachable, but you can have your students pay you via Payoneer, and then you can give them a coupon to access their courses for free. Fabiola says, okay, thank you. So excited to start. Fabiola, it's great to have you. We're very excited to have you on. All right. I'm sad because it feels like we're coming to the end of this. We still have like 300 people live. Teresa, there is no Android app for Teachable currently. We're kind of in the stages of like planning it and thinking about it. But again, we found that most people, have just been using our built-in, like our website. So we haven't seen app adoption be as high as we like. So we're kind of reevaluating our app strategy. Denise, yes, you can make it so that people can download. You can definitely do it so that people download courses to watch online. That's auto. You can configure that automatically. Washington, D.C. For video conferences, we recommend using something like Zoom or Skype. We don't have a built-in video conference tool. I think, however, it is about time for us to wrap this up. We've got stuff to do. I have a thing of 4. Oh, I know. Pat, what is your pro offer cost outside this offer? Pat, so typically it's $99 a month. The price is the same. You can buy it at $9.99 a year normally, but when you do it, you get a lot of bonuses, like a ton of bonuses. Washington, D.C., you have all been so informative. Thank you so much. Neva, we recommend that people start at the higher part, like the higher level, and then downgrade if they don't need it, because it's a lot easier to do that than it is to start lower and then upgrade, especially because we give your money back like within 30 days. It's easy. Can I blog the Teachable? Yes, but our blog is pretty easy. It's like our blog is pretty simple. So if you're looking to do anything advanced, I would do something else. Layla, you can set it up so that people can download videos offline. It's up to you whether you want to enable that. Mike, Mike, we're anticipating having certificates in the platform sometime in the first quarter. Wayne, can you duplicate courses? Yes, you can duplicate courses within your school. Natasha, Aweber will work with Teachable. Yep. Yes, from Ontario, Canada. Yes, the site is mobile friendly automatically. I think that'll take it to it. Yeah, if you just Google Flexbox Zombies, it should take you right to it. God, that's such a cool course.
So good. I wonder how long it took them to do that.
Probably a while.
Just a few hours.
All right, but it really is time for us to wrap this up. And the way for us to end, I think that's appropriate, is by saying thank you. Because at the end of the day, there are so many people out there who are interested in online courses, but not many people who will actually take the time to learn something. And you guys did. You took the time out of your day to come learn something new, and that means a lot to us. So on behalf of myself
And Jess
and everyone else here at Teachable HQ, I want to thank you for your time. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. All right, guys. And Colin, it's based on Ruby on Rails. So see you later, everyone.
See you
Have a
guys.
good one. Bye-bye.